ओम शांति अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत
Om
है।
Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is the 13th day. Become free from problems, become an embodiment of solutions, and make others this also. Today's theme is remain stable in your perfect form. Just as all of you have claimed full marks in the subject of love, in the same way, now prepare the rosary of those who are embodiments of solutions. To become perfect means to become an embodiment of solutions. Your father Brahma, even those who brought problems to him, forgot their problems. In front of the perfect stage, the problems are experienced to be childhood games. So, follow the Father and remain stable in your perfect form. Now, we'll listen from Mohini Didi.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
बाबा जो स्वयं है चाहता है कि हम भी वैसे ही बने।
However, Baba is, he wants us to become like that. Because whatever task is of Baba's, we have to do. So Baba's task is our task, and both are the same. So that in the same way, Baba will talk to us about our stage as well, as is the stage of Baba. Once Baba had said, whether you are man manabhav or you're in churning, both one of those things has to be happening to keep your mind stable, to keep progressing forward. Either you have to be manmanabha, where your mind is in connection with Baba, or you're churning. So I feel when we pay attention to the Avyak signal, both are possible. You're able to stay in remembrance of Baba and also have churning. I do a lot of churning, as Baba is saying now. Remain stable in your perfect form. You think that you are creating your perfect stage, but Baba is telling, how do we stabilize ourselves in a perfect form? Okay, the eternal form, the original form is also we can understand, but what is the perfect form? So we have to think about it, isn't it? What is Baba's feeling or intention of saying that? If we are if we are in the perfect form, then Baba is telling any kind of problems would be experienced as childhood game. And Brahma Baba does come in front of me when Shiv Baba entered Brahma Baba. Since that time, based on faith, based on knowledge, he created his perfect form. You will be surprised in the beginning days, people used to have a lot of visions, and whoever met Baba, but even if they saw him from a distance, they could only see his perfect form. Whatever Baba thought, whatever Baba said, and his interactions with everyone, he used his mind, his body, wealth, everything in a worthwhile way. So if we keep Brahma Baba in front of us, the stage which fluctuates, we go into why and how and what. Even if there is a slight difference even in faith. So all of these things slowly will reduce. And at the end of this month, if we all pay attention, we will be able to experience the complete form. So in the homework, it is said, just as all of you, just, just as all of you have claimed full marks in the subject of love, in the same way, now prepare the rosary of those who are embodiments of
ऐसी
solutions.
आत्माएं
So such
जिनसे
souls,
जब बात करो तो आपको हर चीज
whoever,
बताएंगे
so
इसका हल
these are
ये है,
souls. Whenever you
इसका
speak to
समाधान
them,
ये
they
है।
will only talk about
लेकिन जब
solutions.
वह बैठते हैं ना
Otherwise,
तो
as soon as
एक
they sit,
समस्या सुनाता है,
so one will
दूसरे
share
एक
one
सुनाता है,
problem, the
तीसरे
other will
तीन
share
सुनाता है, सब
another
अपनी अपनी
problem, and
समस्या
everybody
सुनाते हैं।
keeps
तो एक
sharing their own
पहाड़ बन
problems.
जाता है,
Then it'll become a
सबकी
mountain of
समस्याओं को
problems.
मिटाता है।
So
लेकिन अगर एक
um,
शुरू करे दूसरा समाधान दे,
if one starts a problem
तीसरे
and if the other
समाधान
one
दे,
is giving a solution and
तो
the
बाबा
third
कहते
person
हैं
is also giving a
मुझे
solution,
माला चाहिए।
I need a rosary of
तो मैं
such
उसको
people, of such
इसी के
souls.
बारे में एक
And
दूसरे
Didi
को
saying,
सहयोग भी
this
देता हूँ।
is this is
क्या
the
हमें
giving of
सारा बताना
cooperation
है
in this
कि हम
godly
करते
task.
हैं,
Even if
ये
we start
कारण
to
है,
give,
सभी अगर कारण
even if
बताएंगे
we start to
तो
share
हमारा काम
problems,
चलेगा
then
राइट।
who is going to give
इसलिए
us
हर व्यक्ति अगर
solutions?
सोचे कि मुझे
So
समाधान
we
का
all
स्वरूप
have to
रहना है
think, I have to be an embodiment of solutions.
और संपूर्ण स्थिति समाधान स्वरूप है।
And the perfect form is an embodiment of
थोड़ा इस बात के
solutions.
ऊपर गहराई में
Think a little
ध्यान
bit
रखिए।
about it in
जैसे
deepness.
ब्रह्मा बाबा को देखा
Just as when
कि
you saw
समस्या
Father
आई
Brahma,
चली
even
बीती,
those who brought problems to him forgot their problems.
समस्या
In front of the perfect stage,
ले आने वाला भी समस्या भूल जाता था कि बाबा के सामने जब आते
in
थे ना
front of Brahma Baba, when
समस्या
they
भूल
came,
जाते
they would just forget their
क्यों?
problems.
क्योंकि
Why?
बाबा समाधान स्वरूप है।
Because he was an embodiment of
कितनी
solutions.
अच्छी बात है।
It is such a
कोई भी
beautiful
आपके पास
aspect.
आए,
Whoever
अगर मुझे
comes to
कुछ
you,
प्रश्न है,
they say, oh, I have a few questions.
मुझे
Say,
कोई
okay.
बड़ी समस्या है, आप
And
समाधान स्वरूप होके बैठो।
but if
आपको पता है इसको अपन
Baba is
कैसे
telling you, when
सॉल्व करें।
somebody come to you with problems
और
and you
ऐसा क्या होता
stabilize
है
yourself
कि
as an
आपको बात
embodiment of
नहीं
solution, and
होता
they
था,
will forget the problems.
बैठेंगे दादी मुझे
So the
परेशान
same
कर
thing would
रहे हैं,
happen with
दादी
dadis.
आपसे बात करने के
They'll
बाद
say, Dadi, I was
लगता नहीं
talking
कि
to
मुझे
you and I
बताने
don't
की जरूरत
feel
है।
I need to ask you anything
क्योंकि
just by
समय
listening
बहुत
to
हो
Dadi,
जाता है ना।
because a lot of time is
लेकिन
wasted.
छोटी सी बात को भी
So some
बड़ी
people
समस्या के रूप
make
में
it a
आपके सामने
big
रखेंगे,
problem, even if it's a
तो उसको
small thing.
सुनते रहेंगे तो
And
टाइम
if you
वेस्ट
keep
होता है।
listening to that, there's a lot
आपके
of
अंदर
time
क्या
that would
आता
get
है, अंदर भी
wasted.
तो संकल्प होते ही हैं।
And there will be a lot of
मुझे
thoughts
चाहिए,
that you
मुझे क्या
create as well
चाहिए,
internally.
ध्यान नहीं दिया
There
कभी।
was a time, nowadays I don't pay
एक
that much
समस्या
attention
शुरू
to.
शुरू थी
The,
वर्षों की,
the services had started. Many
फिर धीरे
sisters were
धीरे
by
धीरे
themselves alone in
और
different
अनुभव
country,
आए।
and they would call and say, this happened,
तो
this happened.
गुरुवार को ज्यादा करके करते थे कि
So Wednesdays, many people would
अगर
call
आज
because Thursday,
तो
the next day
उसके
was
बाद
Thursday,
फिर
and
आगे
I would
बढ़ते थे
offer bhog and get
कि
some
मैं
bhog
पूछा इसका
message,
क्या
and
समाधान है।
it would
वो
get
फ़ोन
clear.
करती थी, मैंने कहा
So I would
देखो
call them and say,
मेरे को ऐसा ख्याल आया, बोला वो
I
आपने
had
मुझे
this
सुनाया
thought.
तो ठीक हो गई बात।
So they would say, I just shared with you, and the
उसके बाद
problem
बाबा
was
सुनते
resolved.
रहेंगे, मुझे पता है कि ठीक हो
And
जाएगा।
I also listen
बाबा
because I
कहते हैं हम
know it
सामने
will
आते
get
हैं ना,
resolved. When we
ऐसे ही
keep
शुरू होता
Baba
है।
in front, why should I listen of anybody's? Baba is
जिसके
there.
संकल्प चलेंगे
Because
वो
then
हो
my
जाएगा।
thoughts will go towards
फिर वो
that.
रहम
And it might
कृपा
be
की वजह से
mercy, it could be aspect of sorrow.
हम भी भावुक हो सकते हैं, उस समस्या में उलझ जाते हैं।
We might get caught up
कई
in
लोग
that
ऐसे आते
problem.
हैं,
Many
पता नहीं
people come
कैसे
and
आए,
tell,
मैंने कहा नहीं
oh,
नहीं
this happened,
आप
this
ही करो,
happened. So I would say, no,
मैं
you do.
क्या योगदान दूंगी,
I will
मुझे
give you
लगता है
the
कि मुझे
power of
थोड़ा सा
yoga. Why should I get caught up
अच्छा तरीका बाबा ने
in
बताया।
anybody's
संपूर्ण
conflict?
स्थिति क्या
So
है,
Baba is giving us a very
समस्याएं
nice
तो
method. In
बचपन
front of
के
the perfect
अनुभव होती
stage, the
हैं,
problems are experienced to be
तो
childhood
फॉलो
games.
फादर को।
So follow the Father and remain stable
बाबा कह रहे हैं
in your
फॉलो
perfect
फादर,
form.
संपूर्ण स्थिति
Follow the
अनुभव।
Father and remain stable in your perfect form.
किसको फॉलो करेंगे?
Who should I follow?
या तो दिन भर कोई भी बात होती है,
Throughout the
दादी
day,
की
whatever
शिक्षाएं तो याद
happens,
आती हैं।
I keep remembering
तो
the teachings
सामने
of
ब्रह्मा
Dadis,
बाबा,
and
ब्रह्मा बाबा
all
के
of
सामने भी तो
Brahma
स्थिति
Baba
आई थी।
comes in front. So
बाबा
all
क्या
these
थे?
aspects did come in front of Brahma Baba. And what did he do?
शांति,
He would just
ऐसे
become a
होके धीरे
detached
धीरे धीरे
observer. He would be
हमने बाबा को
bodiless.
आज के टाइम
I have seen
एक
Baba
मंडली में
many times in different
ऐसे
big,
रहते
big
रहते रहते
situation.
बाबा गए
And we would go to Baba and say, ask for solutions or direction. Baba would just smile, go into deep silence, and we would understand. So, when Baba became Avyakt, we made the Tower of Peace because he would just go into deep silence, because that is the experience that we all had. So, when any situation come, that's when we know the stage. Before and after, you might be very good. So keep Brahma Baba in front. Keep the Tower of Peace in front of you. So there will be light and might, and everything will become okay. So what do you have to become? To become an embodiment of solutions. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति अवेक मुरली रिवीजन 1969
Om
से
Shanti. Avik Murli
कच्चे
revision from
दिल से
1969.
हैं
From Chit Chat from the Heart of an Angel.
अव्यक्त वाणी तारीख है 27 जुलाई
Avyakt Murli, 27th July 1971.
नेत्र क्लियर और
Keep,
पावरफुल बनाओ
keep the eye of
अब
the
भी
intellect
कहती
clear
हूँ
and powerful.
कि पहले से ही मालूम रहे जैसे बारिश होने वाली होती है तो
This is
प्रकृति
why you
पहले
must
से ही
even now
सावधानी
try to
सूचना
know
देती है
everything in advance.
अगर नॉलेज
When it is
फुल हो
about to
तो
rain, the
प्रकृति
elements give you
भी
a warning in advance.
बच
And if
सकती
you're
है
knowledgeable, you
अगर
can be
नॉलेज फुल
protected
नहीं
from that
तो
obstacle
प्रकृति
of the
के जो
elements.
भिन्न भिन्न
If you're not
छोटी छोटी
knowledgeable,
चीजें
then the many different
दुख के
things of the
वर्तमान के
elements
निमित्त बनती
become the
हैं
cause of
वो
sorrow or
रंगीन बन
sickness.
जाते हैं
You then become
कारण
subservient to
क्या
that.
होगा
What would be the reason for
अज्ञान या
this?
नॉलेज की
A
कमी
lack of
तो
recognition
जैसे
or
जैसे
knowledge.
याद की शक्ति
As you
अज्ञान की
fulfill
साइलेंस की
yourself with the
शक्ति
power of
अपने
remembrance,
में भरती
that is, the
जाएंगी
power of silence,
तो पहले से
you
ही
will know
मालूम
in
रहे
advance that something
कि
is
आज
going to
कुछ
happen
होने
on
वाला
that
है
day. Day by day, the
डे बाय डे
special
जाने हुए
Maharathis who
महारथी
maintain attention
अटेंशन
and
और
checking
चेकिंग में
are
रहते
having
हैं
these experiences.
वह यह
If
अनुभव
someone is
करते
going to have
जाते
a
हैं
fever, you can see the
बुखार आने
signs of
वाला
that in
होता है
advance. If
तो
you are
पहले से ही
knowledgeable in
इसकी
this,
निशानियां
you will
दिखाई पड़ती
definitely
हैं
have the signs of any
तो इसमें
paper
भी
that
अगर
is about
नॉलेज
to
फुल
come.
है
If the
तो
power
जो
to
पेपर
recognize
आता
is
है
powerful, you
उसकी
can
कुछ
never be
निशानियां जरूर
defeated.
होती हैं
A fortune teller
लेकिन
with the
फर्क
knowledge
यह
of
है
fortune telling
पावरफुल
and
है
astrology
तो
is
कोई
able to know
हानि
about the
हो सकती
calamities
है
that is about to come.
ज्योतिषी
Compared to the
भी
knowledge you
ज्योतिषी
have,
नॉलेज से
their knowledge is
ग्रहों की
nothing.
नॉलेज से आने वाली
That is
अनुभूति
said to
कुछ
be insignificant.
अपनी
Since
नॉलेज के
those who
अनुसार
have degraded
वह
knowledge are
नॉलेज
able to know in
समझते
advance with the power of their
तो अच्छी
knowledge,
कहेंगे
then
तो
with
जब
this
कुछ लोग
most
बातें
elevated
अपने
knowledge,
आवाज को जान
are
सकते
master
हैं
knowledgeful souls not able to know?
अपनी नॉलेज
Through
की
this
पावर से
blessing, you will never be
अज्ञात की
defeated by
श्रेष्ठ
Maya.
श्रेष्ठ नॉलेज से
Those who
मनुष्य
hear
नॉलेजफुल
and
यह
those
समझ
who see everything sacrifice themselves
नहीं
to
जान
those
सकते
who are
तो इसका
never
कारण क्या है
defeated by Maya.
कि बुद्धि रूपी
Whilst you live in a
शक्ति
household, those who are close to
और
you
क्लियर न
and
होने
those
का
who are
कारण
distant from you should
क्या है
sacrifice themselves to you.
केयरफुल न होने
The
का
method for
कारण
this
नॉलेजफुल
is
नहीं
that you should not
नॉलेजफुल न
be
होने का या
defeated
पावरफुल नहीं
again and again. If you are defeated
पावरफुल न
again and
होने का
again,
कारण
how can others
जो
sacrifice
विवेक
themselves to the
होना
Father?
चाहिए
You should never
वह
be.
नहीं होती
The reason for not
तो
knowing
अपने
is that the
नेत्र
eye
खोलने
of the
को मुश्किल
intellect
बात है क्या इस बारी जो
the
बदलने
reason for
वाला
not
है
knowing is that the eye of the
वह
intellect
है
is not
उद्गम से
clear. What is the
अर्थात
reason for
वर्तमान
it not
भूमि
being
से
clear?
क्या वरदान
You
ले
are not
जाएंगे
careful. Because of
एक
not
तो
being
फिर
careful,
सुप्रीनेट
you are
ने
not
देख लिया
knowledgeful.
केयरफुल
Because of not being
और इन
knowledgeful, you
एडवांस
are not
नॉलेजफुल होकर भी
powerful.
परखने का
Because you're not
वरदान
being
लेके चलना
powerful,
है
you're not able to
जिससे कभी
gain the
भी माया
victory
से हार
that you
नहीं
should.
मानेंगे
So it is difficult to keep. Is it difficult to keep your
जिससे
eye
माया
clear?
से हार नहीं
What
होती
blessings will those who
उनके
have
ऊपर
come to
सुनने
this
वाले
bhatti
और
this time
देखने
take from
वाले बड़े
Madhuban, the
हर्ष
land of
होंगे
blessings? Firstly, keep the eye of
तो
your intellect
सर्वसिमर
clear
करते
and
आपके
careful.
ऊपर आपके
Also,
समीप आ
take with
जाए
you the
वो
blessing of
वाले
being knowledgeful in
सचमुच
advance.
उसकी युक्ति यह है कि
The
बार बार हार न हो
defeat, Babsi, you
जो
have to
बार
become
बार हार
worthy
मान
of
लेते हो तो
wearing
हार
a
खाने वाले
garland
के ऊपर
and not
परिवार
be
कैसे
defeated.
जाएंगे
These are the special
इसलिए
teachings from
सभी
the
को
for the Pandavas who live in a
हार पाने
household.
के ऊपर
When
परिहार
you go back to your
बनाने
household,
के लिए
you will
सभी को
consider your
सुधारना
household to be a
सिखाना
household or something
हार
else.
बैठने के योग्य बनना है न कि
Your
हार
name of
माननी है
being householders
यह
has
है
now
प्रकृति
changed,
में रहने
has it
वाले
not?
पांडवों के लिए
Now, will
विशेष
your household be called
शिक्षा
that of half Kumars?
जब अपनी
You should not
प्रवृत्ति
have the
जानते हो
slightest thought
तो
of
प्रवृत्ति
your
को
household.
प्रवृत्ति ही
There
समझेंगे
is no question of even
वहाँ
having
वही
such a
समझेंगे
thought. Yes, there
प्रवृत्तिवादी
is a
हैं
question,
यह
but
नाम बदल
you
गया
should
है
say that there
अभी
is
अपनी
not
प्रवृत्ति
even,
को अदर कुमार कहेंगे
but
अपनी प्रवृत्ति
yes,
का
there is a
खयाली
question, but you
संकल्प
should
नहीं
say
है
that there is not even any
ऐसे
thought.
ख्याल आने का
Cha,
सवाल ही नहीं
Om
पैदा
Shanti.
होता
Rest of the Murli
बात
will
तो
be
बिल्कुल ही
continued
स्वाभाविक
tomorrow.
पैदा होता है लेकिन ख्याल पैदा ना हो ऐसे कहो अच्छा आगे की मुरली कल सुनेंगे ओम शांति